everyone, welcome back to the Untold Facts. Today, we are uncovering one of the wildest paradoxes in global politics. How do tiny countries like Qatar, with a population smaller than many cities, wield massive influence over world affairs? We're diving into gas power, insane wealth, and straight-up money moves that shape everything from wars to your favorite sports teams. If you think size matters in politics, think again. Stick around because by the end, you'll see why these small nations are the real puppet masters. Hit that like button if you're ready to have your mind blown, and let's jump in. Section 1. The gas that fuels an empire. First off, let's talk about the secret sauce, natural gas. Qatar sits on the world's largest natural gas field, the South Pars, North Dome, shared with Iran. This bad boy has turned a desert nation into an energy giant. We're not talking pocket change. Qatar is the leading exporter of liquefied natural gas (LNG), shipping out millions of tons every year to power homes, factories, and economies across Europe, Asia, and beyond. In 2024, their production was at 77 million metric tons, and they're ramping up to 140 million by 2030. That's an 85% jump. Why does this matter? Gas isn't just energy, it's leverage. When Russia invaded Ukraine and Europe scrambled for alternatives, who stepped up? Qatar. Their LNG exports keep the lights on in major powers, making them indispensable. And with global demand skyrocketing, Qatar's GDP is set to surge. The World Bank predicts 5.4% growth in 2026, all thanks to hydrocarbon revenues. Small country, sure, but control the world's energy tab, and suddenly everyone's knocking on your door. Section 2. From gas to gold, the money machine. All that gas money doesn't just sit in a vault. Qatar funnels it into the Qatar Investment Authority (QIA), one of the world's biggest sovereign wealth funds, worth hundreds of billions. This is where the real magic happens. They invest everywhere, owning chunks of London like the Shard skyscraper, Harrods department store, and even Chelsea Barracks. In France, they own Paris Saint-Germain Football Club. In the US, Miramax Studios, and don't forget Asia, they snapped up Singapore's Asia Square Tower 1. This isn't random shopping, it's strategic. By pouring money into global icons, Qatar buys soft power. Hosting the 2020 FIFA World Cup. That was a $200 billion flex that put them on every TV screen worldwide, controversies aside. And now in 2025, they're diversifying beyond gas into tech, renewables, and infrastructure, ensuring their wealth lasts forever. Section 3. Money talks. Buying influence in the halls of power. Here's where it gets juicy. Qatar uses its cash to straight-up influence superpowers. Take the US. Qatar hosts the massive Al-Udeid airbase, the biggest US military outpost in the Middle East. In May 2025, they pledged another $10 billion to expand it, keeping Uncle Sam happy and reliant. They even offered a $400 million luxury jet as a gift for Air Force One. Talk about buttering up, but it doesn't stop there. Qatar has dumped billions into American universities, shaping education and avoiding scrutiny while pushing their agenda. Lobbying, they've hired top firms and insiders like Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, close to Trump, to sway policy. Investments tied to Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, hundreds of millions, turning potential critics into allies. The result? In 2025, Trump visits Doha, praising Qatar's mediation work, a total 180 from past tensions. Money doesn't just buy stuff, it buys friends in high places. And yeah, it's controversial. Critics say Qatar funds groups like Hamas or spreads ideologies through education donations. But substantiated or not, it shows how wealth lets small nations play in the big leagues without firing a shot. Section 4. The diplomatic wizards. Mediating world chaos. Qatar isn't just rich, they're smart. They've become the go-between for global conflicts, using neutrality and cash to broker deals no one else can. In 2020, they hosted Taliban-US talks in Doha, flying in for 100 delegates. In 2010, they pledged aid for Darfur peace. Fast forward to 2025, they mediated a Congo-Rwanda peace treaty in June, swapped prisoners between US and Venezuela, and even de-escalated a 12-day war between US, Iran, and Israel by allowing a symbolic strike on their own base. They're also key in Israel-Hamas talks, negotiating ceasefires and hostages. Why them? Because they're small, neutral, and loaded, they can offer aid, host talks, and stay out of the fray. As one expert puts it, Qatar is the Kaaba of the dispossessed, a safe haven for the world's outcasts. This diplomacy boosts their clout, making giants like the US and China need them. Section 5. Not just Qatar. The small country club Qatar's not alone. Look at the UAE. Similar gas wealth, but they've gone all in on AI, space, and tourism, influencing through Abraham Accords and investments. Singapore, no resources, but killer location and brains. They're a trade hub, tech powerhouse, and diplomatic ninja punching way above their weight. Switzerland, neutrality and banks make them indispensable. Even Djibouti hosts bases for world powers near key shipping routes. These nations prove it's not size, it's strategy. Turn your niche, be it gas, location, or smarts, into global leverage and watch the world bend. Conclusion, the real power play. So why do small countries like Qatar control world politics? It's simple, gas gives them wealth, wealth buys influence, and smart diplomacy seals the deal. In a world of giants, these underdogs use money as their superpower to mediate, invest, and manipulate from the shadows. As we head into 2025 and beyond, watch Qatar. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. What do you think? Is this fair play or buying the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe to the Untold Facts for more deep dives into global secrets, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Share this with a friend who loves geopolitics. Let's make this go viral. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.